Hi, this is Alice Fryman talking poetry, My Sweet Hill. One of these days somebody is going to ask me why I call it that, but that's for another program. Okay, let's answer a question from the question box. I should put on one of those turbans that Johnny Carson used to use. Let's see. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Have you ever felt that revising old poems got in the way of producing new ones? Or vice versa? Vice versa. Did you hear what I just said? That's my New York City accent. Please forgive it. Of course, I think you sound pretty funny too. But. Or vice versa. How do you achieve the balance of working with newer and older poems? Well, first of all, before I answer that, you understand that what's true for me is not true for you. And what's true for me 5 years ago is not true for me now, nor I hope will be in another 10 years. So, to answer the question, how do you achieve the balance? First of all, there is no balance, nor should there be one. The way I do it personally is that I am so focused, cuckoo, maybe, that I am enamored, pulled by one poem, and at a time, and I usually work it to death. But everybody works differently. Rita Dove, I hear tell, has different envelopes, which she calls the red envelope, the brown envelope, the green envelope, etc. And she wakes up in the morning and says, now let's see, what do I feel like today? And she'll go scrounging in one of the envelopes to find probably pieces of poems to work on. Whether she still does that or not, I don't know. But as I said, everybody is different. When I first met Rita Dove, and she said that quite a long time ago, I decided to do the same thing, and all I did was get a headache. So, I do one at a time. And you'll find out as you go along how you do, and knowing that it will change. It doesn't make any difference. There is no hard and fast rule. We had our capstone readings here at Georgia College the other day, and there was a lovely student who did her capstone reading on a short story, and she didn't know who Etheridge Knight was. And Etheridge Knight, who's dead now, was an old friend of mine. As a matter of fact, Etheridge got down on his knees in Memphis, Tennessee, one day in the middle of the sidewalk and asked me if I would be his new woman. And I said to him, well, Etheridge, you know, your track record's not so good. Anyway, I thought I would read a poem by Etheridge because everybody should know who Etheridge Knight was. It's called A Poem of Attrition. I do not know if the color of the day was blue, pink, green, or August red. I only know it was summer, a Thursday, and the trestle above our heads sliced the sun into black and gold bars that fell across our shiny backs and shimmered like flat snakes on the water. Worried by swans, shrieks, jackknives, and timid gainers, made bolder as the day grew older. Then Pookie D, naked chieftain, poised, feet gripping the black ribs of wood, knees bent, butt out, long arms looping the air, challenged the great 2.5 gainer. I have forgotten the sound of his capped skull as it struck the block. The plop of a book dropped, the tear of a sheer blouse. I do not know if the color of the day was blue, pink, green, or August red. I only know the blood slithered, and our silence rolled like oil across the great green water. Oh, poetry.